I have no feet on the pedals, and it's staying going 30. Starting this video off, again, new camera, new microphone. Thank you guys for watching, taking a few minutes out of your day to enjoy content that I make for you. If you enjoy it, if you don't, too bad. Yeah, like I said, new mic, new camera. Last time in the video there was a comment that the audio was a little bit crappy. I didn't know I had to set the mic to the camera. Like I didn't know I had to sync them or whatever, and then when I did, it kind of made the audio louder than I was expecting. So in post and edit, I went through, lowered the audio, tried to make it better, and then I realized that's not a me problem, that's a you guys problem. If the audio's a little bit loud, turn that ish down, you know? But messing with powder coat stuff as usual, finishing some stuff up for a guy with a, I think it's like a 70s XLCH cafe racer, which I didn't even know existed. But I'll throw in a before of what this thing looked like. Came in just beat to crap, got that looking nice, and then like I said, these are just brake calipers, carburetor stuff, motor mount stuff, a bunch of stuff in gloss black. Kind of got me inspired to work on the wife's bike, so I'm supposed to have it done for summer so she could ride again during the summer, and yeah, summer's kind of almost over. Show you what I've been doing though. Like I said, I was pretty inspired to actually mess around with her bike, so I pulled her old mag wheel out, threw her spoked wheel in, the new rotor. We have pads and stuff I have to throw on, but this needs a tube now because it didn't need a tube there. Needs a tube when it on the spoke setup. It's leaking out of all the spokes, so definitely needs a tube. I need to throw that all back together, clean the tank, repowder the tank. I don't know why my hoodie is laying on it, but yeah, a bunch of little stuff behind the scenes as usual. Like I said before, we have a whole new sponsor video that has to be coming out, and I don't know, we'll get it out in the next few days probably. Quick little on it. New channel sponsor, big bundle they gave me. So stoked on that, but today, like I said, nothing major, a little bit of wiring, as usual, because that's all we've been doing lately is wire. When we did the transfer case swap, we left out the four-wheel drive wiring, but it's nothing major. The wiring is actually super simple today. It's going to be a short, sweet, to-the-point video. I can hear the camera out there talking to the wife as she's washing her car. We have our pigtails that we need for power from the fuse block. This is going to be a little something extra that I'll show you guys after. This is the one for the transfer case that I was talking about. We're going to go ground, one goes to the gauge cluster, and then one goes to the PCM, and that will let us, actually, when we put it in four-wheel drive, it won't throw a check engine light for the gear ratios changing in four-wheel drive to not into two-wheel drive, etc. We'll dive into all that in a minute, but like I said, thank you guys to everybody watching. Thank you guys to everybody subscribing. If you haven't, take a minute, hit that button already. But yeah, let's jump into some content and get some stuff done, right? Let's see if I can explain this a little better before we just dive into it. So, a huge mess in front of me, including using my phone to help figure some of this out. This all tie into these pins, which we're not going to start with. We're actually going to start with this little 3-prong guy, which I stole from an LS harness. This is a map sensor plug. We have 3 wires, and this is going to go for the four-wheel drive wiring. One of these is going to go to a ground. One of these is going to go to the dashboard for the Dakota Digital to realize it's in four-wheel drive. It'll basically flash on, four-wheel drive on, and when you turn it off, four-wheel drive off. This is the main one, though. The third wire is going to go to the PCM and let the PCM know it's grounded when it's in four-wheel low, and that way the computer doesn't freak out, throw a check engine light when it sees the different gear ratios and it has to shift. Obviously, it shifts differently in four-wheel drive, four low, versus two-wheel drive. So this is going to allow us to do that. That's why last time when I did shift it into four-wheel drive, I was nervous about driving it forward and backwards, actually like moving. One, there's no front drive line in. I didn't know what that was going to do, but shouldn't do anything. The main thing was I didn't want it to throw a check engine light and get all mad and freak out. So this is going to solve us there. Like I said, we'll check this out in a second when I get over to the truck. But then this monstrosity I got going here is it's going to be cruise control, and realistically we just need this one wire to get the cruise control going. Yeah, pretty simple. This last one we have laying here is just a single pin for an LS harness, LS ECU, and in this case it's also Duramax ECU. Something special. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video when we start to dive into it. The main thing sitting between my legs that you guys can't see is, I can barely pick it up. You can see it's a box kind of. New channel sponsor. Another one. I don't know why they like me so much, guys. I don't know. But yeah, another channel sponsor and a big goodie box with lots of things that we're going to be installing in the video after this video. But while I'm figuring this stuff out, I wanted to knock out some wiring on some cruise control, some four-wheel drive, and then this little single pin. I'm stoked for the single pin because you guys will find out why. Let's dive into this stuff. Let's go. And of course this happens, so getting ready to run into the truck real quick. We've got to pull a panel off underneath the dash before this little cool breeze thing. After fixing the ISO real quick on the camera, we have, ta-da, drill and panel. And can I do this one-handed? Probably not. We'll find out in a second. I was smart, and before I started this, I unplugged my, oh, the camera's all swaying in one hand. I'm left-handed, so holding the camera in my right hand and my left hand is a pain in my ass. I unplugged my dome light, the ground source, so that's gonna help. I gotta stop looking at the screen that way because I'm used to the screen being above, so I can just cheat it. But now it's not. So, there we go. Panel retrieved. What you're gonna see here is speaker wiring, and then actually one of these is a relay. There's the speaker wiring. And then this is the GPS TPMS ready. It's the little box for the Dakota digital gauges that I have. It's gonna have a four-wheel drive spot. I have to run the wire to the four-wheel drive spot from the transfer case. So like I said, we have 3 wires. We're gonna be running one to this little box, one to a ground source, and then one under the hood, which we'll see in a second. And it's that simple for the four-wheel drive stuff. So like I said, this was nothing major. The cruise control, however, is gonna be a little different. There is a plug over here that we have to dive into, and the wires are very tiny, and spicing into them is gonna be a pain in the butt. Doesn't matter though, we're gonna get it done. So for now, let's get this four-wheel drive stuff. It's just something I've needed to do for a few days and I haven't done it. Figured make a quick little video. I still need to also handle the heater wiring because right now I have no blower motor. Well, I have a blower motor, but it's not wired in. And this does absolutely nothing at the moment. So tons of little stuff. I figured we'll make a ton of little videos in between the big ones. So we got the four-wheel drive working. We got the center console actually looking real nice. And now that all this works and everything's great there, I want this to work. And yeah, so everything tied together all in one. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pretend I'm not just laying in the shade under here, enjoying a little bit of a breeze and trying not to die. I swear, just staring at the wrong screen again too, and zip ties. And while I'm under here, I will explain the camera. Actually, let's see if I can switch this lens. Oh, I can't. I gotta go this way. Okay. Are we gonna even be able to see up in here? Maybe kind of behind, obviously, the new transfer case linkage. You see that loom? That loom goes that way up the truck. Yeah, I need to tidy all this up with some more zip ties, hence these. And make sure it's all clear for this guy, which I have the pieces. I still need to bring them and get the drive shaft actually made, but I test fit it and I gotta figure some stuff out because with the slip yoke still installed on one side, it bottoms out the U-joint at ride height. So that's not good. I might be able to clearance the little, the castles or the insides, the little pit, I don't know what the little arches of the U-joint, but I'm gonna talk to the drive line guy first. Worst case, I do have to pull the transfer case back out and pull
or swap, if it wants to focus. Yep, I gotta swap that guy for a 1350 yoke, which sticks out a little bit, and then would also let me run a double, I think it's called, ooh, don't hit my mic. I think it's called a double cardone joint or cardon joint or something like that. But yeah, then I could run that and fit that and have some more space, because we're making this thing four-wheel drive. I don't care who calls it a pavement princess. Just wait till winter. Just wait. We'll see pavement princess then. Wiring for four-wheel drive done. I'm gonna zip tie some stuff up, and then I'm gonna attempt to be a good YouTuber. Hold me to this. You guys yell at me. Yell at me here. Throw down in the comments. Whatever. I'm gonna attempt to step by step how to do the cruise control wiring, what I'm doing to get the stock stuff to work with the Allison and all that, and with the LED lights, what I have to do to trick it into thinking it has. We'll go through it in a second. I'm just gonna enjoy this nice breeze still. Sweat my ass off. Zip tie some stuff up while I just lay here and die. Just figured out a trick though. Flip the screen inside out, and then there's nothing to stare at to the right or to the left. So I just have to stare at you guys. Works good. I'm also looking at my reflection, so. Cheating with the new camera, 101.
Of course. I'm not used to the new camera. It doesn't beep when the battery gets low. So I went to start that clip, and I started it. You guys can see I started it. So go over it real quick. Okay, now knock that down. Come on. It's so hot. It's now 97. Okay. So, keen eye observers are going to notice I pulled one of the PCM connectors. Yeah, one of the main connectors out. Pin 71 has nothing in it. So, we took that wire from an LS harness, because they're the same, shoved it in there. I'm going to add a wire length to that. We're going to run that guy over to that relay box. The relay box. Then, I'm going to get a sticker. We don't know which one. I'll do something. And that's going to be part of what I'm hopefully doing to have the high idle. If the high idle works, cool. If it doesn't work, I did all this for nothing and I'm an idiot. Now, put all that stuff back together. Squirt a little paint in that corner on that bracket, like I said. And then start on taking this bundle here, running it inside. We need to add a relay to it. Normally you wouldn't, but in my case, I do need a relay because of my LED bulbs, like I said. We have a 5-pin instead of this stupid 4-pin, so I guess I'll put that away. And we'll just have to go step by step by step. This is going to be part of it. This is going to be part of it. Those wires under the hood are going to be part of it. And then, like I was saying, this is going to be the part that's going to actually suck. But this little connector right here, which you can't even really see in the light, there's 4 wires right there. There's 4 tiny little guys. We're just going to lop this end off. We got to splice those conglomerate of spiderweb together. Hopefully have working cruise control. It'd be pretty sweet to be able to just beep 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 and have that do the things it's supposed to do. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But now for more standing in front of the fan, listening to the wife stand on the counters, and try and get some B-roll this time that I threw a fresh battery in. See if this damn thing will record. I don't want a video of just talking. I want some work. Things just fighting me. Dying. So like I was saying, we're going to try and do the cruise control portion, which we're starting now because I did get everything else tidied up to a point where I can stop. I got the PCM connector plugged back in and
The wire ran over to the relay block so we could try to utilize the 6-gang relay position panel. It's taken me like 3 times to say that. Make everything work hopefully clean. I gotta tidy up a bunch of stuff still, throw some lume on some stuff, but it's dark. My ISO is set dark, but these are snips. We're coming out here now, and this is that point of no return. I know I am. And yeah, I had to turn my ring back on because my neighbor decided to come over and, well, my hair looks red in that. My neighbor decided to come over and try and, I don't know, start shit. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's coming over and he's like, hey, fuck you. I'm like, you're 60? Cool. Point of no return. Did that cut? Yep. Alright. Like I said, which you're not going to be able to see. I'll try and zoom in editing and see. But yeah, there's 4 wires. We have a blue, a yellow, a green, and a red. So we'll take this. And if you remember those, blue, yellow. I'm sweating so bad. Holy crap. Okay, so blue, yellow, green, red. Remember that. Blue, yellow, green, red. So I open my phone and I have a pinout here, which you're not going to be able to see. There you go. And this is factory square body cruise control pinout. We're coming over here and we have, you're not going to be able to read my handwriting. My handwriting's terrible. But I have everything for the cruise control and its colors laid out. And then I have all the connections on the opposite side. So as I go through and connect each wire to each wire, I will tell you what I connect. And like I said, this is going to be the relay. And so what the relay is doing is basically allowing the lights, whatever the CHMSL wire is, it's the cruise control brain. It needs to sense a ground. So while you're not on the brakes, it's finding its ground through here. When you press the brakes, it finds its ground here instead and lets these two and lets them open, or something like that. I would have to read the instructions, or I'd have to read the diagram I just read again on my phone to be able to explain it 100%. But yeah, basically the relay is going to allow me to keep my LED bulbs and let the cruise control function the way it's supposed to. This is from the original harness, and all this is a plug-in for the fuse box side. So we're going to come over here. Cruise control is ignition, so number 1. So all the way to the left, and not the one all the way to the top, but down 2. So go see if we can plug this in real quick. Under the dash, that's fuse block. To the left, down 2. Let's see if it works. ISO.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Shut up, you stupid camera. Okay, let's see under here. Are we gonna be able to see anything at all? I don't think so for you guys, but maybe for me. All right, accessory. What way does that go in? Does it go in this way? Alright, well, that's the port. I'm going to plug this in, but I'm not doing it with the camera because I can't see and it's hot. I'm dying. Finally starting to cool down, and by that I mean 98 degrees. Why am I doing this to myself? I did YouTuber this slightly. I'm still going to go over it step by step with you guys, but I just made all the extensions longer. We still have to do everything under the hood, but all of this is tidied up. This wire plugs in for my courtesy lights and my dome light, so I have it unplugged so we're not drawing power and all that crap right now. This needs to go through the dashboard. I need to eyelet it. It's one of the grounds because this relay requires 2 grounds. It's all the connections inside here, so technically I can put this panel back on, tidy everything up. Shut up, camera. I do need to throw a piece of tape on the cold side of the brake switch. All I did was strip the insulation back and connect the wire that I needed from the relay up there. I do need to remember to click the relay in because I know me, I'll forget, and then why isn't everything working? Wow. But like I said, I did just run the extensions through here. So each of them have a twisted connected wire right now. They're not actually connected, they're just twisted, so I know which one goes to which. So I need to shorten them all up, splice them all together. And that theoretically is it. Click the relay in, we'll start the truck, we'll actually see if it runs. Which you're thinking, you didn't touch any of the parts that made it run, but I undid that PCM connector, and when I was screwing it back together, it made a weird click that I don't think it made before. I'm just nervous. Second guessing myself as usual. So we'll fire it up. While it's idling, I may try and see if the high idle stuff works. Explain all that later. But then I'll have wifey move, we'll go for a cruise, get a nice little test drive in, and once we test drive it, if we have cruise control, mind blown. I'll be down to heat and AC. That's basically it. I mean, fix the heater setup, figure out what we're gonna do with the AC, because we're still currently running a Duramax Store AC delete for the time being. But I have everything for the AC stuff. I've actually been diving into that and trying to figure it out. So instead of this copyright music killing me in the background, because I'm letting the neighbors enjoy their life, let's get back to some work, get some splices done, and go for a test drive and get some 70-mile-an-hour AC through these windows. Dying here, guys, dying. Alright, it's going to be easier for me to now show you step by step this way after it's already done, because I'm an idiot and I'm like, oh, I'll do each one, that'd take forever.
Currently being recorded.
Having to keep your front step always monitored, but wanting to film, and then having to, I always forget to turn the stupid thing off, it's just a pain in my butt. So this is all put back together, toss this trim ring down so it looks the part, this is all good. Theoretically we could fire it up and see if the high idle works. We're waiting to do that, because I want to do this little step by step. So I'm going to open this. You're not going to be able to see it because the stupid time or the frame rate isn't going to match up, but whatever. So our pink ignition wire is what we replaced with our orange off of our fuse block. So the blue cruise control. So I'm going to go color to color from Chevy to Duramax. So the blue from this goes to the fuse block, which gives it power. Then you have your on-off, which is your green. Your green comes through the firewall and goes to the one labeled on, which is one of these ones, I'm not sure. This one right here. So hopefully this is in good frame and we can actually see this. So we have on right here to gray. So green from cruise control on the square body to gray of the Duramax on. Then we have, what's this one? The CHMSL wire. I don't know what that is, but we have it going to the red one, from the red one. Oh, actually no, sorry. Take that back, take that back. We have two red wires. One goes over there and the other doesn't. So it's just really hard to explain. It's easier to just, you have two separate grounds. I have one grounded under the dash, one grounded under the firewall. You have 12 volt going to this part of the relay. One of these goes to the cold side of the brake light switch. In my interpretation, the cold side is the side that doesn't see power until you press the brakes. So it's cold until you press the brake pedal. That's how you're gonna get your ground loop. All right, I figured out how to explain it slightly better. So you have your, it's hard to tell because there's so many labels now. Okay, so we have, oh, that's speedo, that's that. Where's the other one I'm looking for? Okay, so we have on, we have that one. Oh, it's because it's hidden behind that. Okay, so you have set. Set goes to the set on that one. Pretty easy once you have a diagram because they actually match up. You only have set, on, resume. And then the CHMSL is basically the TAC module wiring. So if you look up a traditional LS drive-by-wire cruise control setup, that teaches you what I cheated here. Obviously, I want to go through and, oh, I almost just fell off the stool. I want to clean all this up and loom it a little better. I want to throw some loom onto this like I did up there.
think I could cheat some lume on this and then cheat some lume on this, and I don't know. But
I don't know about you guys. It's just been a Rambletron mess up day of just 99 degree weather, and trying to film videos outside in it sucks and is not the move. I don't know why I thought this was a great idea. Here, let's film a cruise control thing and the high idle thing while I'm gonna fire the truck up. I'm gonna see if the high idle works. If the high idle works, I'm gonna get the wife to move, and we're gonna go test the cruise control. We're gonna go test the cruise control anyways, but with you guys here, without turning this clip off, let's see if the truck high idles. I have no idea, to be honest, if it's going to, but I can tell you I'm going to kill that stupid ring camera. Kill it. Okay. Let the glow plugs. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, the glow plugs aren't doing shit. They're like, no, Dad, no. Oh no, they just did. Okay, so fire it up. That was a little scary. Okay, so the bottom, middle, and then I should be able to do this, and it should do something. I don't know. Check brake is because brake release. Get this. There we go. I hate that fuck that thing. So. I think it just tried. High idle, holy shit, that scared the... Whoa. That's just insane. Okay, now let's see. That's 1200, so... mad at me. I'm gonna figure that out. Okay, now it's idling. All I did was shut it off, turn it back on. We may have to figure out the whole high idle thing. That was a little bit sketchy. I'm noticing my engine coolant is at -40. So I gotta check that out, why my coolant sensor suddenly is not happy. That's definitely not what it's supposed to be at, so may unplug the coolant temp. Oh, if my coolant temp sensor went bad just sitting, I'll be so annoyed. I guess we will, yeah, take it for a test drive. I'll get the wife to move. I gotta clean all this junk up real quick because there's junk everywhere. Hopefully you guys can even hear me because of how loud the truck is. I mean, the high idle worked. It's kind of cool. At the same time, not. I wonder what happens if I just do cruise control with the gang thing off. If it... Okay, it does the same thing. I'm gonna mess with my coolant sensor plug and see what the hell's up with that. And then, yeah, we'll go for a test drive and see. Does this thing drive by itself, or does it try to kill me? What's going on? Okay, like I said, I have no idea if you guys are going to be able to hear any of this, how this is going to turn out. I'm going to fire the truck up, so I think I got this figured out. I think it was mad at me, and it didn't really understand what was going on. Still slightly confused about the whole low coolant thing, and I don't know if that's because of the wiring that we just did or what. We'll figure that out. Or I'll just swap to a new coolant temp sensor. I don't know, but go ahead and... think. I always try to give it a second just to make sure my glow plugs, if they did go on. Okay, I don't think they did. So let's go ahead and... It never used to do that little hick of that when it fired, which is a little worrisome. A little bit. but we're gonna test this right now. I'm sweating so bad. We're gonna do the high idle thing now before I start driving. We'll drive over to where I do my, you know, shenanigans. We'll test the cruise control there, so I'm in a nice open safe area in case it doesn't turn off or something stupid like that. But testing the high idle. Here we go. That. Cruise on, and then press the set button. Oh wait, press it again. Okay, 1200 like it should be. It's working this time. So now I think what happened is it got mad because I just shut it off and didn't like tell it to turn off right. So if you do resume, that's 1800. We'll go resume back, and that just turned everything off. So now I can go off, and I can go off. I'll throw a sticker from the dashboard on there, but look, high idle actually works. We have an LB7 swapped square body with functioning high idle off the cruise control. That's pretty crazy, you guys, pretty crazy. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything down in the comments, just throw me a question and I'll help you however I can. But with that, I'm dying here. I am sweating so bad. I'm gonna get my seatbelt on. We're gonna get out of here and go test and see, do we have cruise control? And if we do, well, I'm gonna be stoked. Well, this sucks. I don't even know what to say. You win some, you lose some. The entire way here, I messed with it. I tried adjusting it. I don't think it has anything to do with the wiring because obviously the high idle is working. I don't think I need to engage the power to the high idle because, well, that'd just be stupid. I don't think this wire fell out under the dash or anything. I mean, nothing. It's just not. It's not working the way it's supposed to, which sucks, to be honest. I was expecting like, oh, this is gonna be sick, gonna get this video out, and, you know, check it out, guys. I got a cruise control Chevy with Duramax and blah 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 blah. And nope, I'm just an idiot, and to be honest, I have no freaking idea. Zero, none, negatory. Yeah, I can hear when I press my brake pedal, I can hear this relay click, which is weird. All right, I'm gonna go, maybe that's, we'll go down the street again one more time. We'll try it. We'll see what's up. I did throw a check engine light for a coolant sensor thing, so either my coolant sensor took a crap, or I don't know. That sucks. How's that happen? It sat for 2 days and it dies? I don't know. I'm gonna take this for a cruise. We're gonna see if it works. It's probably not gonna, which is gonna annoy the crap out of me. So I will see you guys uno momento. The one nice thing though, before I end this clip, temp gauge works. Screw you, stupid sensor in the water neck. Haha, Dakota, thank you for being awesome. It's working! I have no feet on the pedals and it's staying going 30. Holy shit. It was my brake pedal wasn't activating the relay because my brake pedal is kind of sticky. Holy crap! I don't know if this clip is even gonna play. Oh, I'm coming up to a stop sign. All right, let's see if I turn it off. Oh, it went off! Oh wait, hold on. Go back on. Oh, damn it. All right, I'm gonna... This is so stupid trying to film and do all this with my one hand. All right, I'm gonna turn around right here. We'll set it. We'll see if it works again. And if it does, oh yeah, that's stoked. Okay, turning around. It's a big truck. It doesn't have the best turning radius. Come on, big girl. Okay, so we're on right now. We'll get up to, all right, we'll get up to the speed limit, which is, that says 30. We're at 30 now. Okay, so let's go one press. Oh wait, pull my brake pedal up. Ha! It works. So it's my brake pedal being sticky is all it is. It's staying at 27 miles an hour. You can hear it driving itself. But now, so we know when I flip this off, I'm just totally, this is why I went to a place where I know no one's gonna be. I'm just driving in the middle of the lane. But we're gonna press the brake pedal and see if the brake pedal turns it off, which I'm 99% sure it's going to. So ready? And it turned off. Dude, we have, all right, turn that off. We have functioning cruise control in a Duramax swapped square body. We have working high idle. I got a stereo. You know what I need though? It's 90, let's see, together. It's 98 degrees still. So yeah, I need AC. That's the next thing. So I'm gonna get back here. I'm gonna park my wifey and pray to God I don't just slam into the front of her. We'll talk, we'll check all this out a little bit, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll drive back home. And yeah, I don't know, figure something out there, because I'm being lazy today. I just wanted to get this done, and then we got a sponsor video that we got to get done too. So I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. We're not overheating. We're staying at 180 degrees. Everything's good there. We just need a coolant temp sensor and victory. All right, I'm gonna go talk to wifey, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Like I said, home, hot, dying. I ended up having to take my watch off because it was dripping sweat from it. Literally, I'm sweating so bad it was just dripping out of it. That's disgusting. But we're home. I said before, I wanted to fix the ISO on this. Oh, the wrong way. Jesus, Joe. Alright, so this is for anybody. Again, terrible handwriting, and it's hard to decipher what goes where. Square body side, Duramax side. Your resume is a gray-black. Your resume is a yellow. Your on is a gray. Your on is a green. Your set, dark blue. Set red. Blue just goes to 12 volts on the square body side. So see, Duramax side, square side. Pause it. Connect those wires together. You'll have working cruise control. So if you have LED bulbs like me, the wiring, the cruise control mechanism, the brain something, is searching for the ground through the bulbs. The LEDs don't have enough resistance to show that, and that way it will not work. You need to use that relay to basically trick it into thinking it has ground when you're not, which is why it wasn't working to begin with, where my brake pedal wasn't allowing the relay to close all the way, because my brake pedal's a little sticky, and that last little bit, it's not enough to activate the brake lights, but like I said, it's just enough for the relay to be done. But we ended up getting it, which is crazy. I'm so glad I did that all on camera and made that little paper. So if anybody is using this as a step-by-step, you can kind of, like I said, just leave me a comment down below. I'll answer it ASAP and let you know anything you need to figure out. But with that, I have a bunch of little stuff to start with the next video. It's a big old box of goodies from one of the best companies there is in the diesel fueling world. And with that, I cannot wait to have them on board as a sponsor, get this next video out, and start to enjoy this truck, really. We're down to AC, heat, another turbo. Because compounds are a must. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. We're out of here. Average Joe Builds. Enjoy your night, guys.